Hey everyone, welcome to Pop XP. And before the show starts, make sure to click that subscribe button and click the bell to get notifications when we go live and we upload awesome new content. And don't forget, if you can, make sure to share our stream on all your social media outlets. We appreciate it, and thanks for helping us grow the Pop XP channel.
Oh, Mr. Tucci!
What's up, snowbound man? How you holding up there in the Great White North?
Man, we're holding up, man. We're holding up. You know, the snow's coming down. It's been, well, I think both of us now, like 3 weeks worth of snow, just different storms every week coming in, piling up. But we're surviving.
We're surviving.
We are surviving.
We're surviving, and we're California dreaming, ain't we?
California dreaming, like the raisins, man.
California kids here,
like the raisins.
Yeah, with the
raisin songs.
Lair.
Yeah, right.
Hey, we got a great show tonight, everybody.
Oh man,
one of our very best friends on the Pop XP. One of the most beautiful books to come out, definitely this year and in the past year. So it's gorgeous,
and it goes with our snowy theme.
Yes, it does.
Well, somewhat,
yeah,
somewhat. So, Billy, I would love to do the honors.
You do the honors this time. This is your chance, my friend.
My time to shine, people. It's my time to shine. Let's do this. All right, everyone, please welcome the man, the myth, the legend, the creator of all creators, the true man of imagination, Mr. Marat Mychaels.
I was trying to figure out who you're introducing, man.
California kid, man.
California kid.
California
more
kid. Fingertips.
More of an Arizona kid.
Now you are, by the way, Arizona.
Yep. I'm surviving here too.
Move to Arizona.
It's a crisp 55 here today. Got pretty chilly. I had to put on a hoodie at one point. So, pretty bad.
Pretty bad.
Yeah.
Well, definitely some crazy times though, like Texas all the way through is just getting hammered. They have no like snow removal equipment.
Yeah. I got a lot of friends there.
Well, if you saw that, because they limit the oil production and the coal production, all the wind turbines froze up last week.
Yeah. And
with the overload of them trying to shipping coal, burn coal, but they're expending all of their supplies because the solars aren't, because it's been cloudy, it's snowing, so the solar panels aren't bringing in any energy either. Crazy.
Yeah, it's craziness. It's craziness. Yeah, they're asking everyone to restrict their electrical use and stuff, but hopefully everyone pulls out all right. You know, it's just snow. It does go away. It's tough though. It's tough. You know, you're in the Northeast like us. It doesn't seem, too bad, but you forget, other parts of the country, they're not used to it. So they don't even have the stuff to tackle that, No snow shovels, no plow trucks, no salt, sand, any of those things. But, speaking of snow, I mean, I do hope that the Yeti does exist. I feel like the Yeti is a possibility out there, and
it's out there.
It could be out there on Kickstarter, maybe.
Boom!
Battle Fairy and the Yeti. What? It's back. We've got another story.
The last chapter. This finishes it up. So that makes it completes the 4-issue miniseries, and we get a trade paperback soon.
Nice.
Awesome. So you have 5 days left on this campaign, people. 5 days. It is February 18th. There is 5 days left on this campaign. So make sure you check out this campaign and back it. And we're going to dive into this. And right off the bat, I mean, dude, this is gorgeous.
Yeah, that is a beautiful, beautiful image.
That's an artist. Her name is Piper Rudick. And she is absolutely fantastic. We love working with Piper. She's a sweetheart. She can paint the babes.
Yeah, unbelievable. Is that all digital work?
I believe she works mostly digital. Yeah.
Wow.
I mean, I've seen some traditional stuff from her, but mostly digital. Yeah.
But look at that. My God, and the colors of that too.
Yeah.
The Kincaid piece. Yeah, that's Ryan Kincaid with Ivan Nunes doing the colors. Ivan is phenomenal.
Yeah, Ivan is great.
Man.
Okay.
Did he do the colors on the whole book?
No, a guy named Anthony George did the colors on the whole book.
Okay.
So,
Man, so we're now
it's
in the
better.
last.
Every issue it gets better.
Well, that's just how it works, man. I'm telling you. Yeah, guys, like Marat, Polito, these guys that are putting out these great campaigns. I mean, it's every campaign you guys are getting better and better and better. And I mean, it's no joke. It's no smoke blowing up anyone's rear. Like, it's legit. Like, you guys are really like you're absorbing what your fans want. You know what they want. You know what to produce, and it's almost like you know what they anticipate to put on these pages and to get out to them. And what's great too is you guys do experiment with newer artists and giving other people shots at the work, because it adds such a style, because you're picking such incredible talent.
Yeah, we got a new girl. She's actually Mike DeBalfo's protege, Marissa Pope. She did a cover for us for this book, and she's fantastic. I think it's maybe her second or third published cover. So
nice.
Yeah.
Hey, Marat, you being an artist yourself, how do you go about finding? I mean, because you always get some phenomenal artists that work with you. How do you go about finding them and bringing them into the fold?
I usually go for two things. Kind of I'm huge, as you said. I'm into fan service. Like, to me, I feel my job is to produce the kind of books that the fans of my books want. So, I don't kind of veer too far from what they want. I kind of stay within the lane.
Yeah.
And then it just comes down to what I like. If I find somebody's work interesting and attractive, and I reach out to them, and if they're because some people are nuts. Like, you reach out to somebody who's never been published, and you ask what their cover rate is, and they're like $2,000. And you're like, what are you smoking? Like,
yeah,
what are you just got Camel all of a sudden?
Yeah.
So there's always that. Like, I've reached out to some people whose work I really like, and they just quoted me a price where I was like, I don't know how to justify this. Like, you're good, but I'll never recoup my money from having covered by you. So the businessman in me has to kind of step in and go, yeah, I can't make that happen. But most of the people I work with are also great people too. They're easy to work with. Anybody who works with me as a publisher, they know I kind of have the artist approach. I'm going to give you some guidelines and then get out of your way and let you be an artist. Like, I'm not going to pick at your work. I'm going to let you be creative. If something stands out that needs to be tweaked, I'll call it. But for the most part, I want people to express themselves and have fun doing this stuff, because when I work for other people, that's what I want to do,
Yeah. And I got to say, I mean, this Piper Rudick, if you pronounce the last name, that is an incredible cover.
Yeah, she's awesome. We've been working with her for a couple of years.
Wow.
Yeah, Sean Hidechko at Comics Elite reached out one day, and he's like, hey, I want to use this new girl. And I was like, all right, cool. Let me see her stuff. And he sent me some samples of her work, and I was just blown away.
That's awesome too.
Yeah.
Now, is she in the U.S. or is she outside?
She's in Florida. She's in Florida.
Wow.
Yep.
Incredible,
And I believe she's got a crowdfunding campaign coming out pretty soon too for her sketchbook.
Oh, wow. We'll have to keep an eye out for that. Yeah, I mean, you got a bunch of great covers on here. Some familiar artists, some new artists. I mean, Ryan Kincaid always kills it. I mean, he's such a great artist. Pope, what was it?
Marissa?
Marissa, yeah.
Marissa.
What's her last name?
Marissa Pope.
Marissa Pope.
Okay.
I mean, such a cool cover, I mean, so we're here now. I mean, you got amazing covers and everything, but I mean, there's the meat and potatoes, man, the story. Actually, really quick, for Battle Fairy and the Yeti, for anyone that's not familiar with this, this is a two-part question. Can they start off at the first issue of this series? Is there a tier in the campaign where they can get caught up?
There is a tier that gives you issues 1, 2, and 3, and you can. There's a way to get it digitally, or you can get physical copies. So we're offering that. Like I said, this is issue 4. It ends the miniseries. So yep, we have a tier where that allows you to get 1, 2, and 3, and then you can pick whichever cover of number 4 you want, and boom, you got the whole mini.
Nice. And then the second part of my question is really, what is the story about and where are we headed? What can you tell us about issue 4 as far as the story?
So the Battle Fairy and the Yeti started off in the pages of Naughty and Nice, which is another book I do. Probably our first hit at Counterpoint. And we basically took Battle Fairy, Serena is her name, and the Yeti to Serena's homeworld. And she's been on these adventures while she's been on her homeworld, kind of protecting it, reclaiming her throne as the princess. And in this issue, she got herself into some trouble. And this page you're on, you see all the guilds of the fairies on Fairy World, all the different tribes. And there's going to be trial. And basically at the end, they get kicked back to Earth. So, and that's where we're heading. And then I'm thinking at this point it's kind of fluid, but I think our next chapter we're kind of going to go to manga route with Battle Fairy and the Yeti and really switch it up.
Oh, really cool. Nice.
Yeah.
I have to say with this series, I really love what you've done with this series. And out of probably, we see a lot of crowdfunding books and things. We see a lot of stuff. And I do have to say, always people are like, oh, this should be like a Netflix series or this and that. I really think I would love, I don't even know how that could happen if you'd even ever want that. But I think this would make such a great, fun series to have. On a streaming service or something, because it's so unique, it's so fun, it brings you to a whole nother world. I mean, talk about escapism with literally 2 mythical creatures, let's say, that you really wouldn't pair, but you did, and it's like cheese and wine, man. It just goes together.
It's really funny because this whole series just came out of me one day going, I want to do some kind of fairy book. And then I was like, yeah, we have a fairy that we introduced to Naughty and Nice. And then I don't know how it came about, but I said Battle Fairy and the Yeti. And I cracked myself up. And I said, you know what? The best part about having your own publishing company is you can say something dumb and then publish it and hope people like it. And, it's found a little niche audience. It's all relative. I go, it's not a huge success, but it's been successful for us. But then, I talk to other guys and they're like, oh my God, your Kickstarter's over 20,000 for every issue. You guys are killing it. And I go, yeah, on one sense we're killing it. Then you look at Kickstarters like Billy's and you go, yeah, we're we're at the end of the bullpen hoping, the coach puts us in the game one day, but at least we're on the team. So
yeah,
but it's been fun.
But you're kicking ass, and especially you launched this in January, right?
Yeah, and this one we kind of wanted to experiment, so we did it for 20 days.
Oh, wow, it's only 20 days too.
Yeah, because what we've noticed, and I don't know if you've noticed, is all our campaigns, we get a strong start, and then the middle is just dead.
Yeah.
Nothing happens. And then we get a little bump in the end. And I was like, well, what if we just cut 10 days off the middle? Let's see. So this book was kind of our guinea pig for that. And it's basically tracking with all the rest of the books.
Yeah.
So
we do the same thing, like 21 days, 25 days, and then you just have more intensity to push people know, wow, this is going to end soon.
The other thing too is we really went lean on this one. If you notice, it's only got I believe 6 covers.
Mm-hmm.
So we really didn't go, we didn't go for any of the big boys, we just went for, good quality artists, but we didn't go, a lot of times we'll go for the Ebass or the, Dan Mendoza or Mike DeBalfo.
Yeah.
All those guys, the big boys, the heavy hitters. This time we just kind of went for, 6 guys that we thought would produce really nice quality covers. And I wanted to see how that was going to pan out. And, it's done quite well. So we're very happy with the way it's come together.
Yeah. And one thing though, on some real talk, fellas, that I've been learning it too is, especially with social media, right? A lot of like the posts when we're all posting our stuff trying to promote it, and like, you know, we post, you know, here's a, you know, you may post up, hey, here's a link to my new campaign, and you get like, you know, 4 or 5 likes or 10 likes, and then like all of a sudden you post like a kitty playing with a ball of yarn and you get like 500 likes. What's happening, and I found this out too, and I don't know if you know this, Marat, with the campaigns and stuff, you know, they're always pushing you to pay to help promote your stuff, because they're funneling us down so much on social media, on Facebook, on Twitter and things, that it literally will only allow, like, you know, if you have 3,000, 4,000, 5,000 friends on Facebook, it may allow that to only show on 50 of your friends' pages that day. And then it will just like kind of rotate it each day, where back in the day, you know, everyone could just see it. And that's, you know, that's a problem for anyone too. So when we're marketing our campaigns, when we're marketing our channels or whatever we're doing, you know, we're going to have to start thinking too, are people seeing this? You know, are they actually seeing our links? And, you know, because I don't really, you know, who wants to, like, on social media, like, why do you want to, you know, pay to have your own posts, you know, be seen?
I'm big in asking my fans to share.
Yeah.
Like that seems to do really well for us. When we ask them to share and then they go out and they all share it on their page, you know, that really, we always see a bump from that more than any paid advertising that we do.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I mean, I mean, again, you know, you've got 4 days left now. The ticker actually changed while we were talking. 301 backers, which is great. That'll keep you busy. And you are over $22,000. And, you know, anyone that's watching this right now, you know, please, you know, share the campaign, you know, post it on your social media, you know, your Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, back it first off. And if you're not familiar with Battle Fairy and the Yeti, I definitely recommend that you back where you can get issues 1 through 3, because I'm telling you, it's really cool. It is really cool. You're going to understand what I'm saying when I'm like, hey, you know, I hate to be like one of those guys that's like, you know, this should be a show, but like this to me is really cool, you know. And if it definitely,
because you can add the humor aspects to it and all.
It's good.
People love fairies and that whole fairy kingdom.
You know, fairy and a Yeti. I mean, you can't go wrong.
Yeah. No, it's fun. I mean, the books we produce are definitely, you know, geared towards just being kind of, I don't want to say goofy, but, you know, they're just kind of fun, tongue in cheek. Like, we want to have a good time. We want you to pick up the book and have a chuckle and enjoy your 20 pages. And, you know, we're not changing lives. We're not, you know, curing cancer. We're just giving you, you know, a little escapism.
Exactly.
You're doing it great.
So where are you and your creative team headed to for your next campaign?
So we got Play for the Sinner, which we talked about on one of your shows before. I can't say anything yet, but we're doing a crossover campaign with an iconic character. It's not she, but maybe someday. Hint, hint, clue, clue.
Dude, I got to talk to you about that. I got a perfect for you.
Yeah, it's actually very cool. It's you know, it started off as maybe doing a crossover cover and then turned into like, hey, why don't we just do a one shot? So that's going to be our next one, and that's going to be early March. And as soon as I get the go ahead to announce everything, we start getting some of the artwork in. We're going to start sharing that. So that's our next one, and then that's a joint effort with another publisher, big publisher. And then our next Counterpoint one is actually going to be the end of March, and that's another Naughty and Nice chapter.
Very cool, man. Nice.
So we're kind of I'm a big believer in churn and burn, or burn and churn, or whatever the term is.
Churn and burn.
Get them books out. Yep, get them books out.
Yeah, produce, and again, you don't like this one, hopefully you'll like the next one. You know, I'm the success of all the parody books that I've done and books like Battle Fairy and the Yeti. I'm working on a couple of superhero titles, which is kind of like where I live. That's where my passion is, you know, still. That's what I like the most. So we're doing I'm producing Blindside, which I've mentioned here. with my partner in crime, and also Corona. That's one of my book from the 90s that we're revamping, and doing a brand new superhero book, a 4-issue miniseries that I'm laying out, and I got a guy doing a finished art, and it's absolutely killer.
Oh, awesome.
So I just finished laying out issue 2, and I'm writing issue 3 as we speak, and he's finishing up issue 1 right now. So got a lot
this
of
is all going to be crowdfunded? All these are going to be crowdfunded?
That's kind of,
dude, so pumped. So you got your 2021 is booked.
Yeah, I mean, my thing is, I've been blessed to get to the point where the money from Battle Fairy and the Yeti, I don't need to take home to pay my bills. Mm-hmm. So I can then put that in, the war chest and make the calls and go like, hey, can you do a cover? Hey, would you be able to color this book? And work with some high-end talent and produce some books that I'm proud of and, really happy to be working with the people I'm working with. So that's pretty exciting stuff, so.
And build your brand, bro. That's it. Just build your brand.
That's kind of, I mean, I never, when this started, I never planned on being a real publisher. I was just kind of like, I'm gonna publish a book, and then it actually turned into something way bigger, and it's been pretty fulfilling. Like, from creatively, just to be able to put concepts out there and see people react to them positively, and that's awesome. Like
you're doing it. You're a bona fide publisher. You're already talking like you got to put your businessman's hat on. You know.
Yeah. No, because I tell everybody, I'm like, if I was just going by my artistic likes, I'd be reaching out and going, hey, John Byrne, $5,000 for a cover. Like, I know it won't look like the John Byrne I love, but I'll be able to publish something by John Byrne.
Yeah, absolutely.
But I know, like, from a business standpoint, like, that doesn't make sense. I can get 10 covers by other guys who will sell a lot better than John Byrne for me. So, even though he's an icon.
Conversation for Pop XP This Week in Comics. We talk about that, about being the business aspects of it, of hiring an artist that may not be as well known as these icons, and they're more affordable, but they'll sell more. Yeah, because maybe they're newer, and unfortunately, maybe not a lot of people know.
That's a Pop XP University panel, man.
Pop XP University,
that's it.
I like it.
Economize your monetization. Economize your crowdfunding campaign.
No, I brought a guy aboard, Russ Cassidy, to help out with. He's pretty much a jack of all trades. He revamped our website. He's doing a lot of design work. He colors, and after a couple of weeks, Russ called me up and he's like, dude, I just realized you run this company like a sports GM. It's like, you're all Moneyball. Like, nice. You hire, you bring in young talent and you pay them their rookie wages. And when they get really good, if they're not worth it to you, you're like, hey, God bless you. Thank you for your time on our team. You go make that big money at the, on another team, and it's true. I'm a huge sports nut, and that is how I approach things. I'm like, you have to be, like, from a business standpoint, you have to be worth it to me, like, beyond your name.
It's business.
Business.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, like I said, if it's personal, I would hire a bunch of guys. I mean, I scroll through Instagram, and there's these artists that are just insane, and I go, holy crap! Like, I would love to, have a cover by this guy, but then I look at it and I go, but it's not commercial. It appeals to me as an artist.
Yeah.
But it's not commercial. And if it's not commercial, the businessman in me won't allow me to go,
well, you just
hire that guy.
You just can't. Again, nothing personal. You got to economize your monetization, and the campaigns have to work, because if you can't afford to put out your campaign, then your fans aren't going to be able to get your books.
Exactly,
man. But hey, man, Marat, thank you so much for coming on and chatting with us about your new campaign, Battle Fairies and the Yeti. It's seriously, guys, it is an awesome series out there. This is the last in this series of 4. This is the 4th issue coming out, so make sure to grab it, back it. If this just isn't the month where you're backing books, and at least you can do is share it. So if you can get out there and help spread the word, there's only 4 days left on the campaign. So, see if you can help them reach and break 30K on this baby, because it's definitely worth that and more. So, Marat, man, thanks for sharing everything. Tell us what you have coming up. And, man, this is killer. This is killer.
Thank you, guys. Always appreciate hanging out with you. And you guys, supporting all the crowdfunding projects out there. You guys are awesome and always pushing that and helping all the indie creators,
Well, we love you, and we really respect you. We respect your talent. We respect who you are as a person, and we're really excited that people will see a lot more of you on the Pop XP.
Heck yeah, it's coming.
Yeah, it's going to be fun. It's coming.
It's going to be a blast, man. I'm going to dig it.
To have Marat as one of our guys, one of our Pop XP family, one of our hosts.
There we go.
Host. I've never been a host.
Well, you host with us. It'll be
all
fun.
of a sudden he's going to have one of those really long 70s microphones. He's just like, hey.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Sequence jacket.
We gotta go get a leisure suit.
We'll send you a care package of some streaming equipment.
Fridays, man.
I like it.
We can always do tracksuit Tuesdays. We got to get white Adidas tracksuits. We do tracksuit Tuesday.
Mandy would give me so much crap, but I'd love it.
How badass would that be? Tracksuit Tuesday, Nile.
The intro can just be the sound of when we're walking, and it's like. No. All right, whatever. All right, well, hey, everyone, thanks so much for tuning into another episode of Crowdfunding Comics. If you enjoyed hanging out with us and chatting with fine creators like Marat Mychaels himself here, then please click that subscribe button and smash that bell to get notifications when we go live and we upload new content. So, everyone, thanks again so much for joining us on Crowdfunding Comics, and we will see you all on the next campaign. Have a great night, everyone.
Thanks, Marat.
Thank you, guys.
Bye, everybody.
See ya.
Hey everyone, thank you for joining us on Pop XP. If you haven't already, make sure to click that subscribe button and also click the bell for notifications when we go live and we upload some awesome new content. Also, don't forget to head on over to Twitter and follow us at the Pop XP and over on Instagram at the Pop XP. Thanks again everyone, and we'll see you soon.